and by that, that's not a Hollywood question. That is a general, you know, even within your own, within Indian films, within production, within what still remains on your list?
So, Richard, when I started off, I just wanted to survive. You know, be able to get a week's work or a month's work or a year's work and say, okay, my films should do well. But as years have gone past, I think my whole job has become more and more motivated towards bringing a new technology into Indian film industry. I want to end my career, which is far from ending right now. I have another good 35 years to go. I really, really want to make that film which is loved by the whole world, and then nobody on a big stage like this asks me, why haven't you crossed over? That film should cross me over. That's my dream. I'd want you to learn Hindi and Urdu and Arabic to be able to understand that film.
Did you go on a massive retreat of personal introspection between 2018 and 2023? You just had 2 or 3 films that were not as successful. Suddenly he disappears and everybody thinks, oh, he's licking his wounds, he's feeling sorry for himself, whatever. And then he comes back in 23 with 3 blockbusters. What was going on in that interim period?
So you're very kind. Yes, I had massive flops, and they did very, very badly. And I was doing all of that. I was licking my wounds. I was not in... you know what I did?
Yeah.
For 4 years?
Go on.
I've never said this to anyone, though I've mentioned it, but today, here, I'll tell everyone. I learned how to make the best pizza in the world. That's what I did. Honest to God. I stopped listening to stories. I stopped wanting to tell stories. I found myself and made myself a small kitchen, and I started learning how to make pizzas. And I learned what you asked me right to begin with, perseverance. Because to get the perfect pizza, it takes millions of square pizzas before you're able to make it completely round. So I learned perseverance, and I will make the best pizza in the world.
Can you?
No. I'm working on it. Next 4 years, when you don't see me.
But was it a difficult moment when your wife and your family and everybody said, will you stop making pizza? Go back to work. Was it difficult to know now is the time to go back?
Yeah, actually, you know, there was always a toss-up. I was very glad my family didn't tell me, listen, your pizzas are better than your films, stop making films. So I was glad they turned around and said, no, as good as your pizza is, I think your films are better. They were very encouraging, especially my children, my team, some of them are sitting here, and they said, okay, what you're going to do is tell stories. And, you know, I'd become indulgent. I'd started becoming too innovative. I was looking for perfection, and I started failing. I needed to look for excellent, I needed to be unique, but I needed to look at the audience, what they want, and I'd stopped hearing the crowds. I used to go where there are thousands and lakhs of people waving at me, but I wouldn't hear or feel what they wanted to see of me. You know, I was going there and waving, and I'm saying, whatever I make, I'll be innovative. So I did a film about a vertically challenged guy. I did a film about a manic, psychopathic fan, and I'm like, no, people just like to see me giving hope and happiness and love, so let's get back to that.
And as a result, the movies that you came back to make, and there were 3 of them last year, were huge successes. Therefore, that introspection clearly worked. That clearly did the trick.
Yes, mashallah, I think it just helped me realize that whatever you do, you have to do for the people or your consumers or your audiences. And yeah, it also made me realize one very main thing, that don't forget to pray. You have to pray and you have to get back to work.
Sir, I'm going to leave you with one. I'm sorry, I've forgotten. What was your name again? Your name is?
Bond. James Bond.
He's available for the offers. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.